Far too many people are doing this these days. It's a common thing in high achievers just like you, and it is ruining what you're doing. It is ruining your life, it is ruining your future, and it is something that you must change up now. It's really easy to change, and it is something that you can do just over real quick. It's easy peasy, because this thing is too many people are identifying their success. They're identifying who they're actually in their identity by what they do. We've got to stop saying that we are what we do, because it is BS. It is absolute crap. Because then, what happens? Let me ask you this. What happens then when you don't achieve? What happens then when you finish that thing? What happens when you achieve that goal? What happens next? What do we do then? We've got nothing. We feel like nothing. We feel like we're not achieving. We feel like we're nothing. We feel like we're a failure. We feel like we're empty, and we feel like there's nothing else that we can do. So then we chase down the next goal, and we set the next goal, and then we just keep going. And notice this. We keep doing, we keep going. And it is actually in the stillness, it is in the pause, it is in the moments that we take for ourselves to dial it down, is where we actually get the growth and development. That's where we actually find out who we truly are on the inside. That's where we truly find out just how good we could possibly be. Because if we keep do, we're always out in the future. We're always out there. There's going to be stress, anxiety, worry. We're on the go. We've got to achieve things. We've got to do things. We've got to keep it going. What happens? What happens next? We get lost. The key thing is we get to pause. Celebrate your accomplishments. Like, how many of you right here, right now, have celebrated the last accomplishment you got, gave yourself a pat on the back, gave yourself a high five, like, woo, you did it. How did it feel? What was it like when you celebrated that moment, when you absolutely cheered yourself on, when you congratulated yourself in that moment? When you paused, you stopped, and you enjoyed it, and you savored that moment. That is the key bit, because then we start connecting to our true self. And the thing that I find of working with high performers and athletes is too many of you are on the go, the do. You identify by what you do. And what happens when that stops, when that pauses, when there's an injury, when something goes wrong? We lose that identity and we're not sure what to do. And then we keep searching. I know I did it. I kept saying, when I used to play for New Zealand, when I used to do this, when I was playing hockey at the top of my league, when I was playing hockey at the best of my game, and I was always back in the past. And it was a student, when I was lecturing in exercise science, said to me, "Hey Chris," I'm like, "Yeah?" She says, "Do you realise you keep always talking about when I used to, and you keep talking to us about all these examples from your past. What about now? Like, what do you do now? What is it the cool stuff about you right here, right now?" And it was like, boom. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And in that moment, I realized that I was not living in the present. I kept living in the past. And when we go back and we live in the past, we also start digging up the blame, the shame, the guilt. Not a good place to be. Not a great place for ourselves to be. Not a healthy place. Not a healthy place mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually for us to be. So what you get to do, not that you have to do, because you don't have to do anything. What you get to do is to bring yourself into this present moment. Who do you be? Like, who are you? You know, the great question on a friend of mine who's a football supporter, who are you? Like, seriously, who are you? Who do you be? What are those traits, those characteristics, those awesomenesses about you? Stack your goodies right here, right now. What are those amazing things that make you who you be right here, right now? Now, this is for everybody. Because even if you're at the top of your game, this strengthens you. This gives you more power. This makes you more powerful because you have that real connection in here. You get this and this aligned. You strengthen who you truly are. You have more confidence, more certainty, more resilience. You're able to bounce forward, not just back. You have that real trust, that real determination, that real inner knowing that you can back yourself no matter what. Because you're in alignment with yourself, because you know who you truly are right here, right now. Not who you used to be, not who you think you might sort of maybe kind of want to be down there, who you are right here, right now. And this is what we're after. When we can be present, when we can tap into who we truly be right here, right now, that is when you become a powerful person. That is when you become an even more powerful athlete. That is when you become an even more powerful high performer than you were before. When you really connect to who you truly be in this moment, when you really connect and dig in deep so you know who you truly are on the inside, that is when you will be a true champion.